Little Victory's back, and I was excited to hear that PSA announced they are doing a $15 per card special. They weren't exactly the years I was hoping for, but still a fun era. It was more vintage cards. It was the years 1989 and older. You do need to be a Collectors Club member, which I still recommend. It's $100 a year, and you get access to these grading specials. You know, I spent yesterday scouring my old collections and finding nice, clean, vintage copies. And what you're looking at here is I found about 98. You know, I cleaned them up. They look great. They're ready to submit. And I just want to say that remember, when submitting cards, inspect your cards thoroughly, like 3 or 4 times. Use clean penny sleeves. Use clean card savers. And this is important. If you're trying to make money, check the comps for each card you are sending in. Make sure it makes sense financially, value-wise, to send that particular card in. You know, for example, in this pre-order you're about to see, I checked the comps for each one, and I thought about, you really need to think about what's the lowest possible grade you think you could get on each card, and then check the comp for that grade. So for example, this 1975, it's a great looking card, Topps Mini of a Keith Hernandez rookie card. So my pre-grade, I think it'll get an 8. I'm hopeful it'll get an 8, but you know, I can see the grader giving it a 7 still. So I would check the comp value on the PSA 7s, and it looked like they sell for around $50. So that's a pretty good sign. Makes me like sending this card in, but I would make sure that that value you just checked needs to be at least the $15 grading fee to make it worth sending in. You know, I was lucky. About 5 to 10 years ago, I was buying a lot of collections. I was traveling around. I had the time to travel around and buy collections. You know, it's not how it is right now. I have kids and wife, and life's so busy. But if you know me, I am a little bit of a hoarder, at least a sports card hoarder for sure. And I would just sell enough to make the money back on what I spent on the collection, and I would keep the rest. And over the years, I just sift through them every once in a while and pick out nice ones to grade, and it's fun. So all this is just kind of gravy. I feel like it doesn't really cost me anything sending these in for sure. So that's where I'm at. Let's have fun. I'm just going to go through each one, and you'll see what I'm sending in. Okay, that first one was the Mini Keith Hernandez. Like I said, I'm hopeful I will get an 8, but it needs to at least get a 7. Here's another. This is the full-size version of the Keith Hernandez 75 rookie. This one wasn't as good a condition. I think a pre-grade of a 7 in this card. But I wouldn't be shocked if it got a 6. Here's a nice Dave Parker. You know, he, in my opinion, should be a Hall of Famer. But it's a good-looking card. I think it'll at least get a 7. I think it's more on par with an 8. Here's a Cliff Johnson. I'm not sure. You see these kind of little marks. I'm not sure if that's just normal to the card or not, but if it's normal to the card, then this card is sharp, man. It is so pack fresh sharp. Look at these corners. It's crazy. Like, it could get a mint 9, but I'm gonna pre-grade it as an 8. Here's a Tony Perez, a nice looking card here. A pre-grade of an 8 on this one. So as you can see, I've had some nice clean kind of vintage cards here. This is was a 76 Topps Mike Schmidt, and they sell pretty well. I was checking the comps. I'm glad vintage has held their value. Definitely gone up. So this one looks like an 8 to me. I mean, it says sharp as a 9, but this is off center. So, but it's a great looking card. Same with this Fred Lynn, so sharp. You seen these corners? It's just a little off center, but great looking card. Here's a Jim Rice. So this card's kind of cool. It was absolutely covered in wax, you know, from the pack. It was probably the back card in the pack, and it was just covered in wax. So I am happy when I see that, because if you see wax and it's on the front of these older Topps cards, then you can remove it. You can clean it, you can remove it. But when the wax is on the back, you cannot. It just kind of soaks in and you just can't get it out. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. If you guys don't know exactly how to remove the wax stains, I will show you. I'm gonna grab a card. Okay, here's the card I grabbed. This is a 88 Fleer sticker, Karl Malone. On these particular cards of these basketball stickers, you can get the wax off on both front and back, which is nice. It's not like the older Topps where you can't get it off the back. But anyway, so this card, you see the wax? Oh yeah, that's clear as day. So you can remove that just like you can on the front of these Topps cards. I got all of the wax off. So I will show you. It's the same kind of procedure for both. So first thing you're going to need is a trusty, I got a Superman one, a dress sock. You're going to need a dress sock. And as you can see right there, you're going to need that material right here of this dress sock. So put your finger through, and nice flat clean surface, and then rub firmly, and just like that. I like going in circular patterns. And when I'm all done, you'll see there'll be no wax stains. You can see all the wax already, see that? That's crazy. I can still feel it. All right, let's see how I did. All right. So there is still a little bit. It's kind of hard to do on film, but as you can see, there's still a little bit right here. I would just take the sock again and keep going. Looks like it was just right in here. Yeah. Usually when I'm not filming, it's easier to do. But okay, I think that should do it. Just a little bit more. See that? Just a little bit more. But you get the point. It'll all come off, trust me. And it doesn't leave any marks. It's nice. So that's what I do with those. You'll see on this order I got some nice wax stains off. And the cards look clean. That was like this Jim Rice. It looked very good. Jim Rice I pre-grade as an 8, I would say. Look at it. It's a good looking card. Okay, let's keep going. I'll go a little faster now. No more little tips. Here's a 77 Schmidt. Another great looking card. Look like an 8. And what's great about these is they do have the potential to be a 9. It just depends on the grader. I would love to get a 9 on one of these. Same with the Eckersley. I'm going to pre-grade as an 8, but it has a 9 potential. It's so nice. Here's the 77 Clemente. These ones I think are a little off center, but they were so clean, sharp, so sharp, that I just had to get them. TCMA from 77. Both of them were about the same. I'm excited to see what those grade. I'm going to give them a pre-grade of an 8. Here's a Jack Morris rookie from 78. It looked nice. Again, another 9 shot, but pre-grade of an 8. This one's off center. It's a Dale Murphy, but still nice clean copy. I think it's either a 7 or an 8. Depends how much they hammer that off center. There's a couple 79 Reggie Jacksons. Very nice. I always have problems with minimum size. They're always smaller for these Reggie Jacksons. They're just cut differently. So hopefully these ones are full enough size, because they are sharp. They look like 9s, if not 10s. A couple George Bretts from the 79s. They look good. Pre-grades of an 8s, but hopeful a 9 on one of those. Here's a Carlton Fisk. Oh, it looked nice. Just a little off center, top to bottom, but these cards are sharp. Paul Molitor, very sharp card, just a little bit thinner on the left, but these look like 9s to me. I'm excited to see what they see. Even the Thurman Munson look great. Yeah, I mean, look at that. And the backs are looking good too. The Ozzie Smith I actually just picked up about a week ago at a card shop. It was just like 15 bucks. I don't know. I know it's way off center, but I wanted it. This is rookie. So who knows without a grade. Hopefully it'll just grade a 5. We'll see. Still make it worth it. These ones, I don't know where they came from. They were in one of the collections. It's like they're so clean. They're like a vending clean. And there was like, look at all these. What was that, 5 of them? And they were sharp as can be. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these got a 10. That's crazy. It's a Dutch Leonard and a Walter Johnson. These are from 79, I believe. All-time record holder strikeouts is the Nolan Ryan one. Walter Johnson. That one looked clean, too. So, I don't know. Forget of at least 8s on these. If not higher, 9s and 10s. You never know. Same with the Nolan Ryan. Looked like a 9 to me. These ones I'm really excited. So, you basketball fans out there, you know Danny Ainge. Boston Celtics legend. Great basketball player. But he had some baseball cards in, I think it was 81 to maybe 83, 81 to 83. Very cool that he played both sports there. But this is his rookie card, his baseball rookie card, and they were so nice. So nice. This one even nicer than the other one. They have 10 potential for sure. At least 9. Kirk Gibson, this one's very condition sensitive card. It looked like an 8. A solid 8 to me. Anything lower I'd be upset about. The Harold Baines. Wow, this looked amazing. He's a Hall of Famer. Kind of shockingly, but he is. It's a good looking card. I think you can get a 9. This one was another card that had a full wax stain. All on the front, and I got it all off. A little off center, top to bottom. But other than that, it was sharp. It looked pack fresh on the Ozzie Smith. What would that be? It's like second or third year. Here's another Danny Ainge rookie from 81. This is the Donruss. I'm not a fan of this design for sure. It's kind of an ugly card. And this card, you don't see very often. As you can see in this order, I tried to send in cards that I could almost set the value on. You don't see a lot of comps. You don't see a lot of them listed on eBay in certain grades, as opposed to, this is what I could have done. And I'm glad I do not. So I refrained. Don't send in this type of stuff, the mass-produced years. And there's so many 10s and 9s and 8s listed on eBay. There's so many. You just, look at all these Tom Glavines. I mean, of course, I would love to send them in. They're nice, clean copies that look like 10s. But like I said, it's not unique. The supply is way greater than the demand for all of these. So I'm not going to send them in. There's just no way. Look at all these. I still love that card, the Sheffield. Look at them with the gold chains. So yeah, I'm just not going to. And look at all these Randy Johnsons I have. They were nice looking cards, 10s. And I must have bought a 89 traded case at one point, because you seeing these? I feel like there's 100 Deion Sanders. All right, back to going. Here we go. This is 82 Joe DiMaggio. You don't see this card very often, and in a high grade, I bet it's pretty rare. From 82, they look good. Here's Dave Stewart rookie, 82. At least pretty good of a 9. This is Satchel Paige. What year are these? 82s. 82s baseball card news. Yeah, another card you just don't see, and it looked good. It looked like a 10. This one is a pretty good of a 9. It can't get higher than a 9 because it's a little off center, but it was so sharp. 83 Nolan Ryan. Frank Viola. This is rookie. These ones don't sell for that much, but it was so clean. I just had to grade it. I remember this card from my childhood too. It's his rookie. 83 Donruss. Here's 84 Donruss Ricky Henderson. Just clean. It looked like a mint 9 to me, a little off center. This one I was surprised. These gem mint 10s on this. It's the Topps Tiffany. It looked like they sold for like $250. I was like, whoa, this one has a potential at 10. if not a 9. So it's the Topps Tiffany Fisk from 1984. Second year Sandberg, 84 Topps. It just looked clean, looked like a 9 or 10 to me. Ty Cobb, another card you just don't see that often in high grade. I think it's from 85, Topps Collector Series, Ty Cobb. Earl Hershiser rookie, 85. It was just so nice. 10 potential. This one will grade a 9. It's a little thinner on the left than the right. So, but other than that, it was so sharp. This Barry Bonds, 86, kind of his XRC. Same with these 86 Sport Flicks. Bonds and Bo Jackson. I can't imagine a ton of value on these, but they could look like 10 potential. So, figured I'd grade them. I'm excited about these ones. Like, I went to the card shop a couple weeks ago, and I bought a whole bunch of 1988 Kenner starting lineups. And they are so cheap now. At the card shop, they were like $4 each for these 88s. And, you know, I love the lineup itself, but I love the card inside. It includes a figure and a card. And the cards are very condition sensitive. And you think about it, they've been in that package kind of being jostled around forever. But I looked at these two, and they looked so nice. I popped it open and got them out. It's the Boggs 88 and the Trammell. It's 10 potential for each of them. Fred McGriff, welcome to the Hall. One of these is the glossy version, one's not. I think this is the glossy one. So his stuff has been selling well. Him and Scott Rowland. But Scott Rowland, his rookie year was around 95, I think. So definitely not, you can't include his cards. This card is more, I'm not going to sell necessarily. If I was looking to make money, I would not send this card in. But this brings back childhood memories for me. You know, the Bash Brothers. Canseco, McGuire, and it looked clean. So I'm hoping to get a 10 and PC it. Here's the Bonds 87 Donners. It looked packed fresh, clean. Couple Griffies. They look like 9s to me, nothing higher. Not a ton of value in 9s, but they're very liquid. People love Griffey, so they sell well. But this one I'm excited about. It's the Mother's Cookie Griffey. It looked great. It looked like a Gem 10 to me. Those ones got to be low pop. 89 Bowman. This one looked good, at least a 9. Look, see it looks centered. Very nice. That one I like. And these ones are kind of hard to find, these Randy Johnsons. They're from 89, Future Star, Indianapolis Indians. These ones look like 9s to me, unless the centering is supposed to be like that. Top to bottom, it looks off, but they're sharp. So my guess 9s on this. And this one's kind of hard to find. I think it's the Young Superstars one, or Rising Star. This is 89 too, from Score, Randy Johnson. It has a 10 potential. Here's 89 Donner's Griffey, the classic, iconic rated rookie look. This one looked like a 9 to me, not a 10. It can't get a 10. But hopeful 9. And same with this one, off-centered, so I don't think it'll get a 10. It definitely can't get a 10. But it looked like a 9 to me. The Sosa, I just, you know, not a ton of value on this, but I enjoyed this card growing up, so, and it looked like a 10 to me. Kind of his XRC. A couple hockey cards I just randomly saw in my collection. I think he's a Hall of Famer. Phil Esposito. What is this, like 71? Yes, about 71 tops. It looked like a 7. It's got to be worth the grading, right? Here's a Gretzky. It looked like a 7 or an 8. I think it has an 8 shot. It looked pretty clean, just off center. Here's Ricky Pierce. Now we're getting into basketball. I think we're almost through. This one, I don't think can get a 9 or 10. Obviously, it's just off-centered, but I guess it could get a 9. But I'm pretty grading as an 8, and even 8s I looked up still sell for like $40. So I don't know, worth it to me for this Ricky Pierce. Here's a couple stars. I'm excited to get these graded. Eddie Johnson and Joe Merriweather. They look good. They look like 9s, but they grade tougher on star cards, so they'll probably get 8s. I'm okay with that. Here's a checklist from, I don't know what year exactly, 1971 probably, tops. It looked clean, looked like an 8. Iconic card, this is the supplemental 1989 Score Bo Jackson. Dual sport look, the bat and the pads is so cool card. These ones are hard to grade. I probably have 30 of these and only 1 or 2 worthy of 10s, so this one looked good. We'll see. Just a Deion Sanders 89 traded rookie. And I had a lot of clean Aikmans, so I'm going to go ahead and send them in. They're 89, so they just make the cut. Year-wise, Michael Irvin's look good. Tim Brown's look sharp. Here's a couple Bo Jacksons, man. They are fresh, but they have a little kind of print defects a little bit on this surface. So I don't know. I guess I'll pre-grade as an 8, but they look like 9s. This Randall Cunningham rookie looked good. At least a 9. Outside 10 chance. This is a cool card. It's a box bottom, and usually they get a lot of kind of creases and indents and all that stuff because they're literally the bottom of the box. So people can cut them out and they'll be kind of hand cut. This one looked good. Well, I'm excited to see Jerry Rice. Joe Montana, you don't see this card very often, especially graded because they are so hard to grade. Beyond hard to grade. I think it's from 84 Topps, NFL Football Stars, Joe Montana. And 1984 Topps, this used to be my set. I still have some clean copies. I just figured I'd throw in Jesse Baker, Jimbo Covert. He's a Hall of Famer, rookie. Same with Jackie Slater, it looked good. Howie Long, just a little off center, but clean. Roger Craig, not a Hall of Famer, but a good career. Walter Payton, this is the team leaders card, it looked great. Darryl Green, Hall of Famer, rookie. Kellen Winslow, this is his rookie. He looked clean, just a little off center. We'll see. Looked like a 9 or a 10. James Lofton, that's his rookie. This looked like an 8 to me. Here's a Staubach and Bradshaw. So the front looks like a 10. It's so nice, but the back is off center. See that right there? Look at that. You barely get an edge there. So I'm intrigued to see what it gives. I'm hoping at least gets an 8. I don't know. Fran Tarkenton, that looked like a 9 to me, to be honest. It looks so good. That must be from 76. And this Cliff Branch, another card, ton of wax stain. What? Ton of it. And I got it all off, and it, man, it looked good. It looks so clean. This looks like a 9 to me, this Cliff Branch. I don't know if it's his rookie. Probably not his rookie, but good looking card. Here's O.J. Simpson and Jim Otis rushing leaders. It looked good. Just off center. But I'm hoping to at least get an 8. Finally, a really old one. Hugh. What year is this? I'm not even positive what year it is, but it was so clean. It looked like a hopeful 8. We'll see. I mean, as sharp as a 9, but you're going to get a lot of chipping on the back common to this year. But there you go. I'm excited to see the grades on these. I will do a reveal once the grades pop. There you go. Thanks for viewing. I always appreciate it.